Hey guys, not sure if you can see me at night right now, but I'm about to ride the fifth wheel and it's gonna be live stream through GoPro. If it works, I might do it more. I'm not sure how quality. I'm not using any headphone, just straight GoPro and my phone as Wi-Fi hotspot. So Halloween over, but not completely, and we're gonna go for a ride. I need to turn the bike on. This has a torque sensor, so it's good for workout. Alright, so I'm not sure, I'm not able to see any messages. I'm not able to see if anybody will see result. So you may want to leave a comment. I'm not sure if you can, but because it's not for me, so I can get you some update while I'm exercise as well on this bike, Torrent1, which is good for exercise. And I use a second headlight, so it will, I think it's like 800 lumens, which is pretty bright. I'm not sure how long it might last. Should like up to 4 hours, I believe. But I like this bike because it's like just workout. You can switch to throttle, like I'm sorry, the pedal assist level 3, which is there's only 3 levels because it has a torque sensor. And if you don't push the hard, you can basically pedal at low speed as well. And we don't have many people outside because it's almost 10 p.m. My kids already sleeping, and if it works, I will do it every day, probably after 8, maybe even sooner, because right now it's getting darker and colder. Even in California it's about 57 Fahrenheit. And comment below, like what do you think about this idea, and I'll ride about my like around my neighborhood, mostly like sleeping area. It's not 100% safe anymore to ride bicycle at daytime or night. Actually, we have a lot of crazy people, but again, the bike can accelerate up to 25 miles on throttle only, which is great. And the dogs does not like the bicycle. And the good about torque sensor, you never have to switch really pedal assist if you don't want to. You can simply have it set up to the level 3 and push harder, and it will go to top speed. You don't push harder, it will be low speed. And going about 90 miles an hour. Oh, we still have Halloween decorations here, which is very cool. We came here a few days ago. It was fun. I'm not sure if it's active at night, but we did have a lot of decorations. I didn't post much pictures or video because I did a few years ago, I think, the same decorations, but I think we have more in my community. So it's about 5 minutes riding. I'm not sure how long the battery will last. Some people walking, collecting bottles. But it's a nice bike But if you compare this one Torrent, the reason I picked Torrent1 tonight, it's more like sport bike, like mountain bike, or you can ride it in the mountains, in a city, anywhere you want to go. It can handle basically almost anything, but you get more workout on this bike versus to Torrent 2FT, because 2FT you still get a really nice workout, very smooth ride, but very powerful, and I wanted to go like more like in sport bikes. So this one is like more aggressive position and not as comfortable seat, not as comfortable. Well, on the flat surface it's pretty smooth actually, but for off-road I would take Torrent 2FT, the one I recently reviewed on the mountains. It's one of the best I like, and this one is great for pedaling. Actually it's probably too fast, need to go level 2, but still, even on level 2, like pedal assist level 2, still pretty fast, up to 20 miles I guess, depending on the pushing, the way you push. So it's giving a nice workout, but again it's not like crazy workout as some people think with torque sensors. I might start to ride just regular bicycle, but at night I might even turn it off to level 1, because I want to feel like more pedals to push harder. So the good about electric bicycle, and the reason I like the to have available the throttle to the top speed, in case there's a dogs or anyone run after you, you can quickly accelerate, or if you are tired you can quickly accelerate and get home. But if you're looking for something like more assist, then you might want to go with cadence sensors. But again, I have no issue pedaling the torque sensors, because I like them. I like them as more electric. It's like more natural, like bicycle, just a little bit assist. That's why it's become popular. But again, if you have problem with your knees, you might go with cadence sensors. But in worst case scenario, you can always use a throttle if you get tired, or keep gear a little bit low, like to gear like 3 or 4, so you will pedal it not as hard, so you can still adjust it. So it's not like you will not be able to ride it. You can adjust it. And I ride a bicycle since I was maybe 5 or 6, but I was riding road bicycle since I was 14, 13, and I'm emergency. Welcome to West Hills. I don't think I have to stop. All right, I bet somebody will comment, you didn't stop. I know people want me to stop on stop sign. I understand that's the right way to do it, and it's not good to ride on the sidewalk if it's busy sidewalk, I think, and also if you are not experienced rider. But again, it's safer for me and it's my choice. I prefer to ride sidewalks in my area, because not cycles or bicycles, it doesn't matter, the drivers don't see when you're riding the bicycle, regardless how much light you have, because as you can see, a lot of lights on the street, it's not really, and they don't pay attention even at night, after work, after party, after whatever. Anyways, it's about 10 minutes riding, not tired at all, and I like it. It's fresh air, makes me actually, and it's colder today, so I need to come up with a hat, and I already got some gloves, winter gloves for motorcycle, which I can use them at night riding. They might be too warm for California because we don't get any, like we do get, I guess, zero, not zero, 32 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna go for a little bit. I think years just getting older, my fingers, and because I think it's saved, everything saved on the GoPro, and I'm doing this for the first time, and it shows that it works, so hopefully it works. But view stream, let's see. Oh, actually you can see it. Nice. Oh, okay. Oh, it works. So I see one person watching. Hi. And it shows that it works. The car behind me. I'm gonna go this way. Interesting. It actually works, and I can see. Oh wow. It's a little bit delay. I think it's about 10 seconds delay. But quality looks like not bad for live stream on GoPro, and you can see picture in picture my phone. And I like the even small displays. You can see it's very clear at night and day. That's what some people complain, oh, the display, some bicycles have not colorful, but some colorful display you cannot really see on the sun, and sometimes you cannot really see when you wear like polarized glasses. Let's see what. When you wear like polarized glasses. Let's see what. Huh. So I'm right here checking this to see if it's messenger. Let's see if I can go to settings. Okay, I don't see any messages. So, on throttle, actually the Torrent, the throttle will not work. You have to move the bike a little bit, go about up, and then the throttle will work. Some people hate it, but I like it because it's safety, really good safety. So in case you press this throttle, which usually happens with different, not thumb throttle, like twist, this one, even you touch it accidentally, nothing will happen. So, and I noticed that even in the mountains I could ride from the stop. I'm feeling like to go for another round, but let's see. I'm gonna go around here. So yeah, the throttle very responsive, takes about 2 seconds. Not super responsive like some bicycles have, like on the actual on Torrent 2FT, it's super responsive. It's like instantly give you power. With this one, a little bit delay, which is good, and I think this one, even the other one, any torque sensor is great for people who is new to electric bicycles. Much safer to ride. And I'm going for another maybe round. So it's about 2 miles, about almost 2 miles, probably, maybe less. 15 miles. But and I start to charge the battery, but I rode only 2.7 miles on this bike so far, so almost 3 miles, not bad. But last time I rode, like, charged the battery when I unboxed it, and I didn't really have to charge again. I have 17 miles on this. Yeah, now it's 20. So when I have 17 miles, I have 4 bars of the battery. So I need to go faster because I don't know if the dogs will go after me. But still, it was almost like a 75% charge after running different tests. I went off-road running for 12 miles. A lot of torque power took, but still, like, the battery was like 75%, and I had only, like, I rode 17 miles on it, which I think it's very good result on this bike. I think the 15 amp, almost 15 amp battery on this bike, and it lasts about, should be last about at least 35 to 50 miles if you're riding on flat surface, probably 50 to 60 or even more with torque sensor, probably even more, maybe 70 miles, depend on your weight. And that's one of the reasons I never test the range. The range always will be different regardless who riding. If it's I ride today, tomorrow will be different because of weather, wind, terrain, how many stops. So it's very hard to give accurate numbers. And a lot of people asking, and that is one of the stupidest questions to ask, what range? Because nobody will give you accurate range, and most electric bicycle, many of them, give you the highest range, and people get disappointed because they believe it will be the range they will get it, but it will never be the same. I noticed like few companies, only like 5 companies give you a little bit realistic numbers, but how to find out which number you're gonna get? It's pretty simple actually. So you take watt hours and divide it by 25 hours. So divide by 25, and that's how many miles you'll get with throttle only on average. And you can add another 5 plus or minus depending on your weight, and that's actual numbers you're gonna get most likely out of the battery. With the pedaling, it's becoming more complicated, because with pedaling you will get depend on the pedal assist level. Like for example, right now with torque sensor you get the most, because let's say I stop pedaling, there's no power at all. If I pedal a little bit, there's no power going to the motor mostly. I don't feel like motor activated, because it's just calculate how much power I push on the pedal, how much torque. So with torque sensor you'll get the most mileage with pedaling, of course, and it's very how much you torque, how much you pedal it harder, and what the terrain, how flat, how many stops, and so on. So then that number will go up. Mini bike, because the battery was not as large, and it took me maybe an hour to ride it, or a lot of waste of time, and it's still not accurate, because battery also provide different range in the temperature as well. If it's colder or hotter, the range may vary. It also will provide different range how fresh the battery, and how old is the battery. So if you bought the battery, I mean the bike right away, you will get better range after a few charges. That's what I was told, and I noticed actually it's working pretty right. You might have better miles, but you'll get extra mile, maybe a 2. Well, the battery will hold the charge better after known brand which hit and run. They use, and you may need a new battery in next year or so. That's a negative about buying from somebody who is just hit and run. And Amazon do have a lot of those sellers. Some of the brands on the same factory, these many big brands produced, and also their headquarters, and like it's a little bit too complicated to talk about it, but after talking to many electric companies and after unboxing so many bikes, I analyzed that some of them made in the same locations and some of them made as a budget bikes. You can see them from same locations because they use about the same part, and sounds like they have. I have one of the story. I opened the box, and in that box was different brand stickers. Basically, so that's another example that that brand used some other brand, because the manufacturer, they order the bike factory and the factory produce them and they don't care, and they use other brand stickers like to package the bike. So it was funny one. I find out actually a few months later, and the stickers was, if you guess in comments, pin your comments up. It's a company, you know, and it was funny. It's the bicycle on the market, and those bicycles also popular, very good bikes. So this kind of market, so you never know, but there's like certain like manufacturer where I know which made very well and they take care of the consumers, and the fifth wheel actually made on one of the factory. That's why the quality is pretty nice, and as you can see, it's right. I like to ride it. So let me see, I rode only 4 miles on it, and I'm gonna go home because my ears I'm cold already. It's probably about 50 and I didn't prepare that yet. Folding goat, this bicycle not comparable. Actually I want to take folding goat first, but that bike is not like actually I just converted. It's not it's different. This cadence sensor, so you can get workout, but different position of sitting. On this one is more aggressive, like mountain bicycle. You get much fold both, so you will kind of, you need to adjust it, and I didn't adjust it yet. I just put pedal, and I was thinking to take it. Actually it was my second choice, the one I really want to ride, because I just put the pedals on. I converted. I have like 7 speed right now on my goat, on folding goat, but I didn't ride it because I rode it like maybe 1 mile before, like yesterday, and it was too jerky, so it was too powerful. When you start to pedal, you will just go like so fast, and even on the first pedal assist level, it just pull you so hard, so you need to adjust in settings sensitivity. And the good about goat bikes, they have this full adjustment, so you can go in and adjust the settings. So I didn't have a chance to go in the settings because I was busy actually with other bikes right now, recording video today, some funny, but still that might be my next bike if I adjust, because that bike I want to test it out as that's why I put pedals. These bikes are fast and powerful. I almost fell off from the seat when I start to test it with the pedal assist, because when you start to pedal it just take off so quick. So it's kind of different with this one. It's just it's like a regular bicycle. It's remind me the one I have, like right now I have a mountain bike, a regular one. It's remind me almost the same sitting position, same feelings. Like you can, like if I turn off power right now, there's no power, zero pedal assist, I can pedal it as a regular bicycle. Right now I'm with no power. So it does not give you much resistance, and it's very natural. So I'll go to the level 1. So it is totally different. You cannot really compare, like, because it's much softer than this one. That light on the bike, it's crazy, it's nice. It's very, you don't need extra light like right now. But I think I'm losing the connection. So yeah, folding goat should be nice. You don't need extra light. Also you got like a projection light, you got tail light. With this bike I only got front light, and my helmet have a light on the back for safety. So that's a big difference. But I think my battery, my phone, it's about 8% charged, so it's about to die. So if I lose you guys, I want to thank you for joining my live stream today and ride with me 5 miles. We made 5 miles. 5 miles is not bad, and I'm not really tired. Probably the seat, it's not soft, so I need to bring the seat up, I think, a little bit more. Feels like it's kind of low. The way I low down the seat to go for mountains last time I went, and I didn't change anything. When I ride mountains, I like the seat a little bit low. So if I ride on the street, you need to bring the seat a little bit higher. But it's actually nice weather. It's about 10:14 right now in the local time. But it's pretty. It's equivalent to Aventon level 1 with torque sensor. The only difference, the price, big difference, and the brakes and the speed a little bit different. I think that bike, I don't remember the price, but this one is about 1100, and the other one it's about 16 or 1700. So huge difference. This bike comes with 2 years warranty as well. This bike has a mechanical brakes, which is working fine, good brakes for the speed. They are not super stopping power, but they are mechanical, so pulling the cables. With Aventon you got I believe you got this zoom brakes, hydraulic. That's what I believe. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's hydraulic zoom brakes. Also this bike comes with hydraulic suspension fork, which I believe 60 or 80 millimeters travel, which is also nice. The seat, it's about the same. I think this one is the most sporty seat. So I have about 3% battery on my phone and might get declined. So yeah, it's kind of good choice. And also if you check link in description, you got $60 or $80 off. so it will be like around $1,000 only. So it's much cheaper. So for 1,000 it's a good bike with torque sensor. Again, I think I have few videos posted in the description about this bike. I took it off-road or with pedal assist up to 5 miles. Anyway guys, looks like I'm out of the battery. It's 1%. And thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.